Hi, welcome to the third edition of Grassroots Meets the Press. We are here on the rooftop of the Garden Center at Grassroots. Tom, tell us about the flooring up here.
Briefly, Trish, and thank you for doing this again, and thank you, Tristan Laren, for doing our camera work here.
Yes, he's doing a great job.
One of the things that Grassroots is about, sustainability. If you come out here, we don't look like other garden centers you've been to. We've built this whole site with materials that are recycled. And Trish has got a really good example of the floor, and we're putting a picture you probably see right now. The floor of this thing is from St. John's University, from somebody in New York Mills, so we're on the 50-yard line from AstroTurf that was from St. John's.
Very
good
cool.
example of sustainability.
Recycling, reusing, repurposing.
So what do you got for an environmental question this week, Trish?
Okay, what I would like to know is, being you have been in this community all your life, aside from, you left for a period of time but came back, tell us a little bit about the history of environmental problems in the community that someone like me, because of my age or not being originally from here, might not know.
It's a good question, Trish. Let's just touch on three of the largest environmental problems that we've had in this area over the last 50 years. Number one, in the 1950s, when they built the turkey plant over in Frazee on the Ottertail River, in those days there were not regulations on what you could and could not put in the Ottertail River.
Okay.
So they dumped everything they couldn't use in the river. After a season, the whole Ottertail River chain was polluted. Those of us who lived in Perm, we could no longer swim in any of the river lakes, Little Pine, Big Pine, Ottertail, Rush Lake. They were all polluted.
Probably by the time they got the regulations in place, it was
I don't
really
remember
out of
the
control.
Politics of it, Trish. I know it just took years.
Yeah.
And during that time, we swam in Marion Lake, Paul Lake, Little Neck. Second one was the pesticide spill out of the airport 3 or 4 decades ago. Pesticide got in the Perm water table. It took decades for that pesticide plume to run through the Perm aquifer. Number 3, and you've all heard about this, was the arsenic buried on the fairgrounds from the grasshopper plague in the 1930s.
Okay.
Some of the employees at Hammers almost died from that. Those are the 3 big ones. Now, of course, we've got a lot of small things right now that also cause us pollution problems.
And, Grassroots is all about sustainability, all about environment, clean water, and one way that we are just making ourselves heard and giving people the opportunity to join us is through Marty the dragonfly, our world's largest dragonfly, and having it visible and inviting people to join us and have discussions like this.
Yeah, Trish is really, really wise to bring this up, because if we don't create awareness on your part of the issues of environment, issues that don't have to be polarized. We're not talking about climate change here. We're talking about stuff that concerns us locally. And Trish, you're right on the money. The dragonfly is something that we're going to put out there. And when you see it, you remember, what can you do to help sustain clean water in our environment, water table and lakes?
And it's something that, why would we not want to pass this on to our children and grandchildren, that if we want to maintain a clean environment, clean water, we have to, we have to care about it and not be afraid to say that we care.
Another part of sustainability is food production, Trish.
Yep.
And one of the things we do as Grassroots, and also don't forget I make money off of it, is selling apple trees. Coming up in mid-April, we've got a bare red apple tree sale. We've got 600 apple trees to sell, lots of different varieties, so come on out and see us in April and plant yourself an apple tree.
Another way to be have a sustainable environment.
Grow your own food, people. Thanks a lot, Trish.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, have a good week. Bye-bye.